So, let me ask you something. What's more powerful, a really good story or the formula that's used to tell it? Today, we're going to look at a script about this wild, ancient mystery. But, the real mystery we're trying to solve here is why it's so compelling. We're going to deconstruct the actual blueprint for how a video like this goes viral.
Okay, so in the world of short-form video, you know the drill, right? You've got, maybe 3 seconds to stop someone's thumb from just swiping on by. And that is the entire job of the hook. It's got to be a question that's just so irresistible that you have to stick around for the answer. And boom, here is the hook from our script. What if humans weren't the first intelligent beings on Earth? I mean, just think about that for a second. It's such a fantastic question. It's provocative, right? It just completely challenges a core assumption that we all have, and right away your mind just starts racing with all the possibilities. That is a perfect scroll stopper.
But here's the thing. A great hook isn't enough on its own. You actually have to deliver on that promise. So the very next step in this formula is to start building the mystery, and fast. You do that by layering in these compelling little clues that make you think, maybe that initial question wasn't so crazy after all.
So the script's first piece of evidence, and this is key, is always something visual that everyone recognizes. They'll show you these massive ancient structures, think the pyramids, and it just plants that little seed of doubt in your mind. You start asking, wait a minute, how could ancient people possibly have built something like that?
And what's really, really effective here is how they layer this so-called evidence. It starts big, right, with those impressive structures, but then it quickly zooms in on all these little details that just feel off. Strange symbols, weird carvings that look, well, a little otherworldly. Every single point is designed to chip away at what you think you know and just build up that sense of wonder.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting, because watch the shift here. The whole narrative pivots. We go from physical objects to mythology and legend. It takes all those visual clues we just saw and connects them to this grand universal story. Beings from the sky, ancient teachers. And just like that, it elevates the whole theory from a simple construction mystery into something way, way bigger.
And this is it. This is the culmination of the whole argument. The script takes all those pieces, the impossible structures, those weird carvings, the ancient legends, and it just ties them all together with one final totally epic question. Suddenly, it's not just about pyramids anymore, is it? It's about our very existence.
All right, so we've seen the story. It's super compelling, right? Totally mysterious. But the real question is, why is it so darn effective? Well, now we get to do the fun part. We get to pull back the curtain and look at the actual formula that was used to engineer this whole mystery for maximum viral impact.
Yeah, this is not just some random storytelling. Not at all. There is a very deliberate structure at play here. It's a whole set of production techniques and story beats that were chosen specifically to grab your attention, hold it, and then make you want to hit that share button.
So think of this as the production toolkit. It's not just about what they're saying, it's all about how they're presenting it. The super fast cuts, they're there to constantly re-engage your brain so you never get bored. The bold subtitles, that's for everyone watching with the sound off. And of course, the dramatic sound effects and mysterious visuals all work together to create this atmosphere of curiosity. Every single element you see here has a very specific psychological job to do.
And here it is, laid out plain and simple, the 4-step storytelling formula. We literally just walked through it. You start with that dramatic hook. Then you follow it up with some compelling visual proof. You connect all of that to a grand theory. And this part is absolutely crucial, you don't end with an answer, you end with another open question. That's what keeps the comments section on fire. So, okay, after breaking down all the techniques and the whole storytelling formula, you might be thinking, all right, mystery solved, I get it. But the script has one last little trick up its sleeve. A final move that's designed to leave the mystery completely intact.
At the very end, the script just kind of pulls back. After building up this whole grand theory about ancient visitors, it offers you an escape hatch. This final line, that's the twist. It lets you, the viewer, decide for yourself. And more importantly, it makes the whole thing feel less like a lecture and more like we're all exploring the unknown together. And that, right there, is what keeps people commenting and debating for days. And really, that brings us right back to the core of what we've unpacked here today. We started this whole thing with a question about our ancient past, didn't we? But we ended up with a masterclass in modern storytelling, which leaves us with one final thing to think about. What's actually more powerful, the mystery itself or the way we choose to tell its story?